initiated an attack upon Peters. The Gold Star mom was forced to defend herself from the prisoner's unprovoked attack. Well, even though the surveillance footage clearly shows Tina minding her own business, is how it appears to me. We'll let you take a look at it. We'll let her attorney walk us through it. It looks like the other inmate assaulted her. The prison authorities opted to throw the septuagenarian mother, the Gold Star mom, then into solitary confinement. All this comes after Governor Polis of Colorado has been publicly lamenting the harshness of Tina Peters' sentencing and indicating he'd be open to granting her clemency. And as President Donald Trump is clearly exerting increasing levels of pressure on Colorado state authorities to do the right thing, here is Trump's recent Truth Social post on the matter. He said, quote, "Free Tina Peters, a brave and innocent patriot who has been tortured by crooked Colorado politicians, including the big mail-in ballot supporting the governor of the state. Let Tina Peters out of jail right now. She did nothing wrong except catching the Democrats cheating the election. She's an old woman and very sick. If she is not released, I'm going to take harsh measures." So, is she going to be released or not? Or is she going to be sacrificed like so many other good patriots have been by a corrupt political system? Peter Tickton, her attorney of the Tickton Law Group, joins us now. This is so hard to watch, Peter. We have anecdotally, we've secondhand heard the stories of what Tina is going through in prison, but watching that video, the security footage, it broke my heart. And just seeing her, even if there hadn't been an attack, seeing her doing that labor in those clothes, it just killed me. So walk us through this video, Peter.
Okay, so there's this big thing that is being pushed into a water closet where there's water available to put into it. Apparently this is where people get their water if they need water at night for whatever purpose. And because nobody else is willing to actually do the work and fill this thing, Tina Peters takes it upon herself to do the task and make sure that everybody has water available.
Sounds like Tina.
Yeah, that's Tina. Yeah, she steps up. So this other woman, her name is Crystal O'Brien, Brien. She basically told Tina, I want to use that water. I want to use the water. Don't go in there or whatever, as Tina was already going in. And Tina said, don't worry, I'll just be a minute and I'll fill this thing up. So then this Crystal girl reaches around her thing and basically, I'm not sure if she punched her or grabbed her. I know that it caused bruises. So it wasn't like a nice little excuse me or whatever. And she was trying to pull the wagon out of the way. Now, this tape is, it doesn't show everything. It's been examined.
Is there other surveillance? Is there other security footage? Because it's hard to tell completely from this video.
Right. It is hard to tell. And the video has like little pauses between the images. So there's little time gaps that are missing. And just as on the 21st second, as this lady stuck her arm in there to grab and punch Tina, where you couldn't see what her arm was doing, but it only makes sense that Tina's left arm was still around this container. You could see where this girl's right arm is, where she's obviously attacking her, and her arm is moving up and down, which would be, a punching and grabbing action that was going on. But you couldn't see that because the wall was in the way. And then she was pulling the thing out because she wanted to get in. And then Tina basically came out with it and used good defensive means. That's what you do if you have any training whatsoever.
I was pretty impressed, actually. Tina can take care of herself. I was a little shocked. She did have good defensive tactic.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you're in that kind of environment, if you look weak, you're going to be, you're done for. Because look, they don't have, in Colorado, they do not have a place to put white-collar crime defendants or people who've been convicted of white-collar crime. Okay, Tina Peters never committed any crimes. Let me make that clear. But if the crimes she was accused of were actually something that she committed and did wrong without any defenses and so on, and she belonged in prison, she would belong in a minimum security or a camp. Okay, but certainly not medium security, and certainly not maximum security. But she's in maximum security. She's in that one unit, that section of that one prison where they put the worst. And so, you got a 3-time convicted felon that's basically attacking a 70-year-old lady, because she wanted her way. And frankly, I need to make sure that we do some extra investigating here because it's just so suspicious. I mean, what's the best way?
Was there a history there with this particular inmate? Because me and another one of my colleagues on the network agreed that it seemed like perhaps there could be some history. We know that Tina's been harassed. Has there been any prior issues with this particular inmate, Tina?
No, not with this one. No, there have been other incidents in the past, but not with this woman. And you don't know who said what to inspire this either, because that was an opportunity that was taken. So, if you look at the basic circumstances, like you mentioned, Governor Polis has basically said her sentence was too harsh. And then they got into a little dialogue, where Jenna Griswold, the real criminal, okay? I mean, there's no question about it. She admits it, okay? She admits that she wiped out and overwrote the hard drives of the computers, the Dominion computers in 62 counties. That's 62 crimes that she committed, each where the punishment would be for up to a year. So she really is, I don't understand, to this day, I don't understand how come she's not charged by the federal government, because she's admitted that she's done this. And the conspiracy goes on in terms of the cover-up because Tina Peters is her cover-up. So she's insisting that Tina Peters stays in prison. The real criminal is insisting that Tina Peters stays in prison.
Yeah.
And the governor basically says, well, look, I'm the governor and you're not. And, if you want to make these kinds of decisions, you should run for a governor and then you can make them. But right now it's my responsibility. So it looks very much like the governor is going to give clemency to Tina Peters. How do you stop it?
Yeah.
You get Tina Peters to look like she's...
Oh, I see. Finish that thought, please. Sorry.
You get somebody to start something up that where it makes Tina Peters get charged with a felony, and that makes it a little bit more difficult. But it's not really more difficult. Governor Polis should still commute her sentence in regard to all the past stuff that happened, and if she's going to be charged with a felony for that assault, I'd love to be defending her on that one because she was attacked and all she was doing was taking this woman that was attacking her and backing her up. She caused her no harm. The bruises were on Tina's arm, not on this other woman.
And then they threw Tina Peters into solitary confinement, which is, more punishment and more torture. It's so hellacious to be thrown into solitary confinement. As you said, there's a cover-up that's going on. And that's one part for the reason, the continued targeting of Tina, because they don't want the governor to give her clemency, but they also don't want Tina to bring up the fact or bringing up any of the Venezuelan whistleblower election fraud in her defense. This is part of this as well. We got 1 minute, correct?
Correct. Absolutely correct. And you've got Tina Peters, who's basically, what she did is helping us prove exactly what we're dealing with in terms of how the computers actually control the outcome of the elections, and how we really have an election emergency right now that needs to be dealt with by the president, thanks to Tina Peters.
Yeah. What's happening in Virginia is just further proof that the president needs to deal with this immediately. Virginia could still be lost. One of the first actions that they're taking under Governor Spanberger and this, trifecta with the Democrat legislature is to try to make hand counting of paper ballots illegal. They want to make hand counting illegal, and that tells you everything you need to know about the machines, Peter Ticktin, right, and why Tina Peters is being targeted. Please continue to let us know how this develops with your investigation.